Alright, so we'll move on to the next page with some splatters. Oh, just trying to make sure I connect the two pages there. Dry that off. Okay, next. Let's make sure. I try to make it have a flow through, so that will do. Dry that off. Okay, probably will end up putting some splatters of another colour. I mean, I've got the yellow out, I've got the pink out, so I will use another colour as I get in further. But I think what I want to do now is I want to start working on these cut out bits here, and so we shall just put that aside for the moment, and this is where I'll just tidy up a little bit here, and right, so what I need is, I'll put that aside there. So I've got a piece of acetate here, okay, and I will need this as well. So the first thing what we'll do is we'll cut this out. I'm going back to my circle that I had before, and the what I'm using this for is as a little bit of a buffer between the two pieces of acetate, so that, because we're going to add a little bit of glitter in to make it a little bit like a shaker, but not too much, not a shaker per se, I suppose. So the first thing what I'll do is, that's the circle, that's the cutout that we've been working with. So what I'm actually going to do is, when I cut it out, just chop all of that out. Get rid of that. So what I'm actually going to do is chop, you know, leave a bit of a border around it, 5 mil or so. I'm just guessing. Okay, so that's that. That. Then what I'll do is I'll cut around that pencil line, because we just want it as a border. Okay, so Like I said, this will go in between the two pieces of acetate. I mean, you ladies who are experts at doing shaker bits are probably have a better, easier way to do this. I don't know, but this is how I've come up with it today. So I'll put that in there and put that away, safety first. So you can see I've just got a little bit of a ring here, and that's okay. So I've got my piece of acetate. So I'm going to leave it, I'm actually going to fold it over in half. Might be a little bit of a waste, but that's okay. Grab my folding tool. Just want to make a nice crease there. So I'll let that fall down. So essentially that I've got one end that's down the bottom that's going to be folded, so that I've got no worries about my glitter coming out. So I'm leaving a good 15 mil around, half an inch even. So I'm just going to cut that. Doing a dreadful job of it. I am cutting it, but dreadful job either way. Now, it's just so that you can trim it down a little bit more if you wish. The idea is it'll be sitting in there. Okay, oh, where is it there? It will sit in there in between those two. Okay, so let's hope you're not going to see too much of that white in through there. It's not too much. I mean, you can fiddle with that if you wanted to. Let me see. Okay. Alright, so that's essentially what we're going to do. So we've got a double-sided, and so this, you know, it could be trimmed down a little bit at the sides, which I probably will do, just a little bit, because the two pages are going to be joined together, so should be no problem with your glitter. I mean, you could chop that off too if you wanted to. I didn't. Alright, so I'm just going to leave it at that, so it's still got plenty of room around each side. Look, I might see a little bit in there, but by the time the glitter's in there, it won't matter too much. So, with that done, I opted to use my Mod Podge Dimensional Magic. You could use, I prefer to use something like this. You could use glossy accents, or yeah, I usually like to use the Stamperia collage glue, but this I know is really clear, dries clear, so I prefer to use this. So what I'm doing here is I'm just opening that up, placing that in the middle where I want it. I'm just putting ever such little dots, not all around, just to, well, on this one we can go right round, okay? All the way around, just some little dots, just so that it catches onto the acetate. Alright, now before I close that up, I need to make sure it's sitting in position there. Okay, now this is where I just and I brush outwards. Okay, it's only just being held by little dots, and that's okay. Alright, because it's going to be sealed right round anyway later. Alright, so the same thing is with this side too. But first off, you don't go right round this time, because if you go right round, we won't be able to get our glitter in. So you only go halfway. I'm starting. I haven't got much of this though. I've got some glossy accents there if I need it, but I thought I'd finish this one off. Okay, doesn't need to be much. And when it dries clear. And when I, again, brush outwards, so if the glue's going to go anywhere, you want it to go out, not in. Okay, just hold it, you know, just do what you need to do there to get that going. Now, glitter. It's up to you what glitter you use. So while that's drying off there, I've got a little container here. I'm just going to put a little bit, okay. You don't want too much because it will, I might skip the orange, I might go straight to the yellow. Oops, too much. And I do like the purpley pink colour. You can just put one colour in, whatever you got. If you've got other little sparkles that you put any green, I won't put, no, actually I won't put the green in. I'm just going to leave it at that. So I will just give it, so there's not much in there, but I'm just going to give it a bit of a shake up so it just looks a little bit rainbowy. Not too much in there. Do with a bit more pinky colour. Yeah, so I just want it to mix up first because it's going to be glued up straight away, so it's not going to have much time to get itself all organised. And so then holding it open a little bit, pour that in, hopefully doesn't go too far around, so just let it squeeze in there. Oh, let's get all this out of the way, and hopefully I've got enough glue. So now I'm just going to go, oh, I'll just rip that open. Now I'm going to go all the way around and glue it. Actually, I probably could use this glue now because this part's not going to be seen. Oop. Oh, this is so much easier the first time I did it. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it like that. Grab a okay. Thing is, I don't want to put too much heat on it. These ones are not too bad. You can put a little bit of heat on these. The Dina Wakley ones, you can't. They're not designed at all for heat. So you've got to be real careful, otherwise they buckle up. But the beauty of this is now going to be encased in there, so it will be properly. Let me just clean my desk up before we do that. Gosh, I just cleaned this desk down. Now I've got splatters all over it again. That's okay. So, and again, I will use this collage ink glue because I personally just think it's the best thing. And I'm just going to go right around. I'm going to keep away from the center because I don't want it oozing out into the center. And I will take it around here. Am I overdoing it? Yeah, probably, because that's usually what I do. I just want to make sure that there is a seal going right round. You do have to be careful when you glue your pages together. because you should stand them up to do it and not, oh, don't do that. Nearly did it. Talk about do as I say, don't do as I do. Alright, we have to put this in here first. So line it up. This is probably the most fiddliest part of it. So we'll put that there. Let's just have a look, see what that looks like. I'm afraid it's going to have a bit of, I didn't cut my circle very straight by the look of it. Anyway, that'll do for me. Alright, let's put some glue on this side. I'm sure I'm making this more difficult than it really needs to be. Again, I'm lifting up because, now I might even put some clips on this to make sure that it all stays still, because we just got to make sure that all, oh sorry, I'm a bit off. So I'm going to get some of these guys. So quite often this is what I'll do to get something really stuck down. So, and if it doesn't stick down properly, well then I'll just re-glue it again. Okay, but I often do this to make sure things are stuck. And I will go right around, right on the edge. That one's not doing too bad. Let's see what's happening. Oh, this side's not good, because you've got to get in quick, because this glue dries very, very quickly. It's great glue, but it's, you've got to get in there quick. All right. Oops, I can see a little bit of white there, but that's a, put a flower over that or something, I don't know. Okay. Oh, that's stuck on there. Plastic. Okay. Alright, so we'll leave that go as is. I'll just put another clip in here. That'll just help for that to firm up. So what we'll do is start playing with this side here. So now what I can do is, I probably will go around the outside. I'll get my pen. Get a pen that hopefully will work. It's going to work okay. Yep. So I'm just going to go right around the outside as loosely as I can. I don't want it to be, so I'll do it a couple of times, because if you're a bit wobbly with it, it's much easier. It looks better if you go around the edges a couple of times. Okay. So I'm doing this to really, I want the lattice work. What I want, yeah, lattice work I suppose is what it is, to stand out nicely. hope my gluing attempts were able to secure that shaker window. I will go around the outside of this. Needless to say that I haven't made too many shaker windows, so I'm not going to say I was professional at it, but I think it will do the trick so far. Make sure that it's dry before I go around here. Just be very careful, make sure you only do a little bit because you've got that window there. So I'm keeping as close as I can to it, going around a couple of times, keeping it loose. Now there's a big part of that white showing through there. I probably might put a flower or something on there. Actually, yeah, I think I was going to put a flower there. I've got some words to put on there, but yeah, don't know how much glitter's in there, but anyway, hopefully it'll show up a little bit. I didn't put as much glitter on it this time, but anyway, it's just to give it a little bit of interest. Okay, so what we might do is, I won't do any more to the background. We'll go over onto this so I can concentrate on this part while we let that. So I'll just bring out all of my bits here. Alright, so I've cut out all the flowers. So this thing here, oh, where is it? I was going to put that on there somewhere too, so yeah, it covers most of that, so we'll work that out in a moment. Okay, so that's the big one. Now I've lost half the flowers. Just hold on a minute. Oh, here they are. The main focal flowers I've lost. Okay. So I've kind of separated them into how I wanted them, and so just to show you again, that's the sheet, so that's the main flower, and I'm not using the bloom and grow. I may, I don't know, but I've cut that up into two, so that will be on the front and this will be on the back with the focus flowers in the middle there, and then I've just got all these other little sprays on as well. So we shall, here's the main one there. So what I might do is just let's see if I've got something here. So I'm just off camera looking at all my little bibs and bobs. I'll bring it over here so it doesn't look quite too strange. But I was hoping I'd have something, a little die cut or something that I could throw in behind. I've got a doily, but I don't know. Doilies are so passé. You know, I use doilies a lot, but well, I shouldn't say a lot, but I do use them. In fact, my next class I'm using them. Okay, so nothing there off the top of that I can use, of course. keep saying to myself, I'm going to go through and chop up a lot of die cuts that just have that nice background look to them. Keep saying that and never ever do it. I need to get myself an electric die cutting machine. Anyway, that's beside the point at the moment. Okay, just bear with me for a second. The next best thing is for me to chop up some of this stuff. I seem to be obsessed with this stuff. Just why I think it's called wood wool or something. I don't know, wooden wool or something. I'm not sure, but I get in such a mess with it. Oops! So the idea is to just stick it behind there. And what I tend to do, I find it easier to do this, is I'll just grab a little bit of card and staple it on so it's all over the place. So where is my main thing will go there somewhere like that, and so there is all this stuff in behind. You can pull it out, give it a haircut, whatever you want to do. But this way then I can glue that onto there. You could staple it on, but if you don't want to put staples into your book, because obviously that's going to go on to the next page, but you could staple it on. Just need to hold that down for a minute. So that's good then, because then I find that I'm not going to distress the flower. Let me have a look at it on the. Yeah, no, I'm not going to distress the flowers because I am just going to put a big blob in the middle there, and I will just leave that there. Take it up a little bit. Hopefully let that get a chance to glue onto there. Have a drink while I'm waiting. Okay, that should be good. Now let me just see what else I've got here that I want to do. Okay, now let me see what I've got here. Right, okay, so I'm going to put, oh, a bit of glue come out of there. I'm going excuse me, I'll just, I'd pick you. I'm going to be putting that somewhere. I may even put that just to ground these little flowers up a little bit. I'm probably going to put some little I think I was going to put that up there and put that there like that. Yeah, that'll do nicely. I'll just put a bit of glue on there. Just putting a little bit, touch of glue on there. Touch of glue there. I've got them all connected then. And I'll put one down here. Got them all connecting. I mean, you could put all sorts of other little bits and pieces on there too. I'm just going to not worry about any tape or anything. Oh, I'm going to put that underneath there. That's it. Probably could do with a little bit more glue there, and let's just put that down, let that sit for a little bit. I don't mind it poking up a little bit, but not too much, and it just depends on how much of that straw is underneath as to how much it actually covers. I'll leave that be. So I'll turn over to this one, and okay. Alrighty, so I might put that down there. What else have I got here? Okay. So I'll put that there. And put those, might put those up there like that so that I could put a little bead in there. Okay, so let's go. I mean, you know what it's like, you could sit and fiddle for hours working out where to place all your bits. So I'm just leaving that there like that. Try and wipe off whatever glue, because I've had a bit of glue on that other page and it's made the page all shiny now. Again, that's there. And I know what I might do for that. So over here, I might take these off now and just see how we go. And if they need more sticking, I'll do that off camera. Okie dokie. Let me see what I got here. Alright, so I'm going to put that up there. And what else have we got here? I'll put him there. Maybe him there or something. And put that in behind. Something like that, that'll do. See a little bit behind there, but that's okay. And that there. I mean, if you've got other bibs and bobs that you can put on here, you know, there's many things that you could probably put on here that would add to it to make it beautiful. And oh, that's what I've lost my words now. Okay, so that's what I was going to put. No. This. Where is is it? What have I done with it? The oh, here it is, this stuff here. And because it's dries clear, I'm actually putting it on top of there we go. So when that's dried off, I'll do a border around that too. I will continue, I will put on some little beads and that, but I won't do that on camera. And just do some, I want to do edging around it, edging around the flowers. And I haven't got anything on there, so I probably should have something on there. Not quite sure yet what, but I think what I might do too is I'll go and find some suitable washi tape, and I'm going to tear some little pieces of washi tape too to help anchor those to the ground. And so I might put a little bit of washi tape around here as well, and I'll put maybe some other little sprinkles in other colours, etc. A bit of text. We haven't put text on here, so I really should have done that first. And yeah, so that's kind of pretty much it. I'll just sort of show you, so you can see we've got the little flower, flower shaker there, in the middle, and with some nice words on it, some texturizing. Then we come over here to the other page. I might put that bloom and grow words on here as well, and some just other little bits. I'll add a few little beads onto there as well. I do like a little bit of bling, and I'll finish that off, do some texturing on that, and there we go. Do some texturing here as well, and so that's it. I think it's a pretty cute little page, and so you can do that too. So if you download that freebie cutout sheet that I put up on the web, you on the Inspired Art Journaling page. And thank you everyone for stopping by and watching this, and I hope you get inspired to do some yourself. Thanks, bye bye.